Hello my dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I will teach you mathematics in standard 8. Today we are going to study chapter number 7, variation, practice set 7.3. So let's start. Practice set 7.3. Question is, which of the following statements are of inverse variation? We have given 4 sentences, 4 statements, and we have to find out from this 4 statement which statement is of inverse variation. So let us find out one by one all 4 statements. First is the number of workers on a job and time taken by them. So children, when the number of workers are more, for example, we can write here number of workers and time taken to complete the job. So children, if there are 2 workers and time taken by them to complete the job is maybe 12 days. If 2 workers take 12 days, then 4 workers can take how many days? The number of days will be decreasing. It will become 6 days, correct now? When the number of workers increases, time taken by them decreases. When the number of workers decreases, for in place of 2 workers, if only 1 worker is doing the same work, then the number of days will be increasing. It becomes 24. So when one quantity is increasing, second quantity is decreasing. When one quantity is decreasing, second quantity is increasing, then this type of proportion is known as inverse proportion, or this is the inverse variation. So we will write the answer here. This is an example of inverse variation. Okay. Now let us see the second one. Again same thing here. We can see, read the sentence carefully. Number of pipes of same size to fill the tank and time taken by them to fill the tank. So see children, number of pipes and time taken by them to fill the tank. So let us see, if number of pipes I am writing here and time taken to fill the tank. Time taken to fill the tank. If number of pipes are 20 and the tank is filled in maybe in 10 hours. If the number of pipes are 20 and time taken by them to fill the tank is 10 hours. If I am increasing the number of pipes, if I am taking in place of 20, if I take 40, then in how many hours the tank will be filled, because now the number of pipes are double. So time will become half, correct now? So it will take only 5 hours to fill the tank. But if I decrease the number of pipes, if I take less number of pipes to fill the tanks, if in place of 20, if I put only 10 pipes to fill the tank, then the time taken by them to fill the tank will be more. It will require more time to fill the tank. So it may require when the 20 pipes are there, it requires 10 hours. So when we take 10 pipes only, it will require 20 hours. So when the number of pipes are increasing, the time taken by them to fill the tank is decreasing. When one number is increasing, when here it is increasing, these numbers are decreasing. So it is opposite. I told you opposite means inverse proportion. It is decreasing. And when the number of pipes are decreasing, we can see that the number of hours are increasing. So one number is decreasing, here it is decreasing. So here it is increasing. So when one number is decreasing, second number is increasing. When one number is increasing, first number is increasing, second number decreasing. So when opposite is going on, that means it is also an example of inverse variation. So we are going to write the answer. This is an example of inverse variation. Okay. Now let us see the third sentence. Third sentence is petrol filled in the tank of a vehicle and its cost. So from this sentence, which type of variation we can see? If you fill only 1 liter of petrol in a vehicle, in your bike, and the cost is 100 rupees. If 1 liter petrol and its cost, if we are going to fill 1 liter petrol in our bike and its cost is maybe 100 rupees, how much 2 liter of petrol will take? It will take 200 rupees. If I fill 3 liter of petrol in my bike, it will take 300 rupees. Correct now? So that means when the quantity of petrol is increasing, its cost is also increasing. Both are increasing at the same time in the same proportion. This is also increasing, one number is also increasing, and second number is also increasing. If in place of 1 liter I put only half liter of petrol, how much its cost will be? It will be only 50 rupees. Correct? So when one number is decreasing, second number is also decreasing. Both are decreasing, both are increasing at the same time. At the same time, both the numbers are increasing. At the same time, both the number of decreasing. When both are increasing and both are decreasing with the same proportion, then that is an example of, this is an example of direct variation. Now last sentence, area of circle and its radius. You all know the formula of area of circle. Area of circle formula. Area of circle formula you have done last year in 7th standard, pi r square. So when r, radius, if the pi value you all know 22 upon 7. If the radius is 7, I put it 7 square. So area will become 22 upon 7 into 7 square is 49. 7 sevens are 49. And the area will become 22 into 7 means 154 square unit. Okay. So when the radius I have taken 7, area is 154. If radius I take 14 for example, if I am taking 14, 22 upon 7 into 14 square. So what will be the area? 22 into 7, 14 square means 14 into 14, 7 2s are 14, 22 into 14 2s are 28. So what will be the answer? Find out the answer. 28 into 22, 2 8s are 16, 2 2s are 4, plus 156, 56. So we are getting 616. Correct? So when the radius is 7, we are getting area 154. When the radius 14, we are getting area 616. That means both are increasing at the same time. Radius is increasing, area is also increasing. When we decrease the radius, area will also get decreased. So when both are increasing at the same time in same proportion, or both are decreasing at the same time in same proportion, then we can say that this is an example of direct variation. So here we have to write, this is an example of direct variation. So always keep this in mind, children. When both the quantities, both the numbers are increasing at the same time, this is direct variation. And when one is increasing and second is decreasing, or one is decreasing, first is decreasing and second is increasing, then that is the example of inverse variation. Question number 2. If 15 workers can build a wall in 48 hours. From the question first sentence only we will get the idea whether the variation given in the question is inverse or direct. Now see children, here the number of workers are there and time taken to do the work. So what we can find it out from this sentence, that if the number of workers increases, time will decreases, correct? If the workers are more, they take less time to build the wall. And if the workers are less, they will take more time to build the wall. That means when the one quantity is increasing, second quantity gets decreasing. And when the first quantity decreases, second quantity will also increases simultaneously. So what we can see from this, what type of variation can we see from this? There is an inverse variation. So we write with that sentence only, there is an inverse variation between, there is an inverse variation between number of workers and time taken by them to build a wall. Now see, the variables are not given to denote the number of workers and for time taken. So we have to take the variables on our own. So you can take any variable to denote the number of workers. So I will write, let the number of workers be X and time taken by them to build a wall be Y. So we have to write this, we have to take the variables on our own. So we just now we have written the first sentence of our solution that there is inverse variation. So we have to write this inverse variation, we have to express this inverse variation in symbol form. So X inversely varies to Y, you all know. First variable we write as it is and we have to write the inverse of second variable. So X inversely varies to Y. After writing in symbol form, what we have to do immediately, we have to write it in the equation form. X multiplied by Y is equal to K constant. When there is inverse variation, we write the multiplication of these two variables is equal to K constant. You all know now. We have done it in 7.2. So this is, we are getting equation. Now, after getting the equation, what we have to do? We have to write the values of these variables X and Y. So, see, 15 workers, number of workers are 15 and time taken by them to build the wall is 48 hours. So, for X, number of workers is X. So, X value is 15 and time taken value is Y. So, Y value is 48. So, we write here, when X is equal to 15, Y is equal to how much? 48. Now put the values in this equation. We will be getting, therefore, 15 multiplied by 48 is equal to K constant. Now 15 into 48. 15 8s are 120, 0, 12 carrying. 15 4s are 60. 60 plus 12, we are getting 720 is equal to K constant. So K constant, K value we are getting 720. So we write it as constant of variation. After getting the K value, you all know what we have to do. K is equal to 720 is our constant of variation. After getting constant of variation, immediately what we have to do? We have to write the equation of variation. In this equation, we will put the value for K and we will get the equation of variation of our sum. So, equation of variation will be X into Y is equal to 720. K value is 720. And write this equation of variation. This is our equation of variation. Now after getting equation of variation, what we have to do? We will be finding out the last sentence of our sum. See the last sentence of the question. How many workers will be required to do the same work in 30 hours? 30 hours, that means time is given to us. Time we have denoted by y. So when y is equal to 30 hours, we have to find x is equal to how much. That means how many numbers of workers we require for getting the work to be done in 30 hours. So let us see what we have to do now. We will be writing this equation first. X multiplied by y is equal to 720. Now we will put the value of y. X as it is we write, x as it is write down. In place of y write down 30 is equal to 720. Now transfer this 30 from left hand side to right hand side. X as it is again I am writing, equal to sign as it is, 720 as it is. Only 30 we are going to transfer from left hand side to right hand side. It will go in the denominator. Here it was multiplied by, here it becomes divide by. Now x is equal to, this 0 0 get cancelled. We are getting 72 upon 3. 72 divided by 3. Divide it. 3 ones are 3. 3 twos are 6. 7 minus 6, 1 remaining. This 2 is 12. 3 fours are 12. So in 30 hours, how many workers are required? 24 workers are required to do the work in 30 hours. Correct na? So when the number of hours, that means time is decreasing, workers goes on increasing. When the time is more, workers are less. When the time is less, workers become more. So this is inverse variation. In this way we are getting. Now if this is the word problem, we have to write the answer in the statement form. What is the question? How many workers will be required to do the same work in 30 hours? So how to write the answer in the statement form? I am going to write here the answer. 24 workers will be required to do the same work in 30 hours. So from the last sentence of our question, we have to write down the answer statement. So in this way, this sum you can solve. Question number 3. 120 bags of half liter milk can be filled by machine within 3 minutes. Find the time to fill such 1800 bags. So from this sentence, what can be the variation of this question? 120 bags and the time is 3 minutes. When the bags are 120, time taken is 3 minutes. When the bags are more, time will require more, na? When there are more bags, time will be more. When the number of bags are less, time required to fill them will become less. That means bags are increasing, time is also increasing. When the bags are decreasing, number of bags are decreasing, time to fill them is also decreasing. So both are increasing at the same time and both are decreasing at the same time. So when both are decreasing or increasing at the same time, then that type of variation is known as direct variation. So we write the sentence. This is an example of, you can directly start from this. This is an example of direct variation. Or you can write like this. There is a direct variation between the number of bags and time taken to fill to them. Okay, so this is an example of direct variation. Then as the variables are not given, so we write any variable for number of bags. Let number of bags of milk be x, okay, and the time required to fill them be y. So time required is y and number of bags is x. There is a direct variation. We write it in the symbol form. Direct variation x directly varies to y. We directly write it down. After writing in the symbol form, we have to write it in the equation form. When the direct variation is there, how to write in the equation form? X upon y is equal to k constant. When direct variation is there, we write division. And when inverse variation is there, we write product. I have explained it to you all. Now, let us find out the values of x and y. 120 bags and time is 3 minutes. So, when x is equal to 120, time taken is 3 minutes. Y is equal to 3 minutes. Put the value here. In place of x, we write 120. In place of y, we write 3 is equal to k constant. Now, is it possible to cancel? Yes. 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12, 3 0s are 0. 40 is equal to k. That means k value we are getting 40. So, therefore, k is equal to 40 is what? It is a constant of variation. Immediately after getting the value of k, you have to write like this. This is constant of variation. And after getting the constant of variation, we have to write the equation of variation. In this equation, we will put our value of k, x upon y is equal to 40 is what? It is our equation of variation of our sum. So, this is equation of variation. Now, let us read the next statement from our question. Find the time to fill such 1800 bags. Now, the number of bags are given and we have to find the time taken to fill them. Number of bags, we have taken variable x for the number of bags. So, when the number of bags, that is x, is equal to 1800, we have to find the time taken to fill them is y. So, let us solve. How to solve? We have to, after writing these values, we have to write down this equation which we have got after solving. So, equation is x upon y is equal to 40. We will put the value of x from this. 1800 upon y is equal to 40. Now, how to solve this? We have to solve it by cross multiplication. There is nothing in the denominator of 40, so we take it as 1. Now, cross multiply y into 40 is equal to 1800 into 1 means 1800. Now, therefore, y is equal to 1800. This 40 will go in the denominator. Cancel 0, 0. 4 1s are 4. 4 4s are 16. 18 minus 16, 2 remaining. This 0 means 20. 4 5s are 20. So, y is equal to 45 we are getting. That means for 1800 bags, we require 45 minutes to fill those bags. So, therefore, 45 minutes. Answer statement we have to write. Always keep this in mind. 45 minutes are required to fill 1800 bags of milk. Last question. A car with the speed of 60 km per hour and it takes 8 hours to travel some distance. So, what is given to us? Speed of car and time taken to cover the distance. So, if the speed is more, time will be less, correct now? And if the speed is less, speed of the car is less, time will be required more time will require to cover the distance. So, there is opposite. Opposite means what? There is an inverse variation. So, this is an example of inverse variation. This is an example of inverse variation we write here. Now, see again the variables are not given. So, we have to write the variables on our own. So, for the speed, let the speed of car be x kilometer per hour, and the time taken to cover the distance be y hours we write. Okay, so there is an inverse variation we have written, so write it in the symbol form. X inversely varies to y upon 1 upon y. This is a symbol form. After writing symbol form, what we do? We write it in the equation form. Equation form of inverse variation is x multiplied by y is equal to k constant. Then let us see what are the values of x and y. X is the what? X is the speed of car and y is the time. So the speed of car is 60. That means x is 60 and time is 8 hours. So when x is equal to 60, y is equal to 8. Now put the value here. So in place of x we write 60, in place of y we write 8 is equal to k constant. This is k constant. Okay. Now 60 multiplied by 8, 6 8s are 48, 8 zeros are 0 is equal to k. So k value we are getting 480. After getting k value, what we have to do? Immediately write down this is a constant of variation. After writing constant of variation, we have to write the equation of variation. What will be the equation of variation? X multiplied by y is equal to 480 is equation of variation. Now what is given to us next? What we have to find out? Let us see the last sentence. If the same distance is to be covered in 7.5 hours, we have to find the increase in speed. Increase in speed we will find out afterwards. First find out only the speed when the time is 7.5 hours. Time is taken 7.5 hours. For time we have written the y. When y is equal to 7.5, we have to find x is equal to how much? See children, 7.5 you can convert it into the simple fraction also, or in place of 7.5 you can write 7.5 also. It is up to you. You can convert it by, when we convert it in the simple fraction, what we will be getting? 7 2s are 14, 14 plus 1 15, 15 upon 2. This is 15 upon 2 also. You can take it as 15 upon 2 also, or you can take it as 7.5 also. Both the way, if you take any of the values, in the end answer will be same. So let us start with this equation again. X multiplied by y is equal to 480. So x into y is 7.5 is equal to 480. X is equal to 480 upon 7.5. Now after 0.1 digit is there, that means in numerator also we have to put a point and put a 0, because we have to equalize the decimal places after the point in numerator and denominator, then only you can do the cancellation. So in numerator also we have got after 0.1 digit, in denominator also after 0.1 digit is there. Now you can do the cancellation. We have got 4800 upon 75. Yes, cancel. 15 5s are 75, correct? 15 3s are 45, 3 remaining 0, 15 2s are 30 and 15 zeros are 0. Now cancel this. 320 by 5, 5 1s are 5, 5 6 are 30, 5 4s are 20. X is equal to 64. So for 7.5 hours of time, how much distance is covered? What should be the speed? 64 km per hour. So I am writing the first sentence here, then we will write the answer statement. So therefore the speed of car should be 16 km per hour to cover the same distance in 7.5 hours. So what is the question? Question is, what should be the increase in speed? What should be the increase in speed? What should be the increase in speed? First the speed was 60 km per hour. Now we have got the speed 64 km per hour. So what is the increase? Therefore the increase in speed we have got 64. Before it was 60. 64 minus 60 is equal to 4 km per hour. In this way you can solve all the sums from practice set 7.3.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.